What's going on, guys? Astro here with Hidden Profits Crypto. Before we start the video, as usual, I want to give a big thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Anyways, I want to make this video real quick. I'm already putting out one video for today, but I wanted to get this video out pretty quick because I wanted everybody to get on it as fast as possible. I do want to give credit to Slightly Trading. I seen his video on this coin, so I wanted to cover it myself. Because I do think it's very interesting and I think it has a very good use case. And like I said, I want you guys to get on things like this, adopt them as early as possible. That way you guys can get in before, you know, things get crazy. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at today's project. We have Altura. Blockchain meets gaming. Altura is a next generation gaming NFT platform. What they are mainly aiming to do is basically become loot boxes, NFT loot boxes in video games. And if you guys have played any game, you know how loot boxes go. You know how monetization in video games goes. It is going to move into this, I fully believe. With blockchain technology, the ability to mint collectible things and then add that into video games, it's going to take the idea of loot boxes to another level, but hopefully one where, you know, the items are a little bit more collectible and a little bit more worth, instead of spending money on, you know, loot boxes and getting a bunch of junk like you do most of the time. But ALU or Altura wants to bring smart NFTs into video games. So imagine a video game sword that gets duller every time it's used to slay a monster. Smart NFTs have properties that can change based on certain conditions. This super cool for an MMO. If you had a marketplace linked to this with, you know, swords and stuff like this, I mean, that could be the next big thing, man. If you can just imagine World of Warcraft with items that literally like track durability and can be traded over, you know, like the auction house or something like that. That's insane, man. I'd play that game in a heartbeat. Loot boxes reimagined. We want to create truly random loot boxes on the blockchain that drop NFTs with varying rarities when they're unlocked. Again, great idea. I think this is what video games kind of need, in my opinion, to make them a little bit more worth their while. I know personally, I don't really put as much money into video games as I used to, because you put money into a loot box and you get something that isn't worth really anything except maybe showing off to people that you own it. So I definitely see a lot of use case for these loot boxes. Definitely excited to see where that goes. Cross-platform items. Altura wants gamers to be able to use the same in-game items between multiple video games. Again, insane. To add value to the video game, you know, objects themselves, this helps a lot. And also being able to, you know, have it between multiple games, super cool. I really think that's cool. So here we can see Altura versus Enjin. Transaction fees are much less, under $1, with Enjin being $10 to $30. The ease of use is easy compared to Enjin, which is a little bit harder to build on. Apparently they must be easier to use, so that's cool. NFT type, dynamic and static, where Enjin only has static NFTs. And then loot box functionality, where it has it, where Enjin doesn't. I think if all of these things are 100% factual, this is definitely puts this on my list. I already hold Enjin, and I do think Enjin will have a lot of utility in the future. But man, it's pretty cool. Here you can see the team, pretty small team, but they will grow as things go on. And here we can take a look at the roadmap. Phase 1, the launch of the website, token IDO on Oxbow, token listing on PancakeSwap, launch of MVP, start of marketing and public awareness, and then phase 2, MVP iterations. They want to launch loot box crates, launch the smart NFTs, and then launch of API. research and development, team expansion, and then further marketing. Phase 3, launch of full-fledged smart NFTs, introduce Oracle-based loot boxes, further research and development, strategies and marketing, and adoption plans. And then phase 4, adoption and expansion, launch our own game that utilizes the NFTs, have indie game developers adopt Altura in their video games, further production, development, and iteration. So I do definitely think it will probably be a good couple of years or so before we start seeing people actually implement this into their video games. But you can only imagine if Microsoft or, you know, Activision, something like that, if they see the money for this, they're 100% going to, you know, get in touch with these guys and try to implement it. I just honestly think it's too good of an idea, and it's too useful for them to not be interested. I'm not saying they are or that they 100% will, but I definitely think if they hear about it and a lot of game developers start, especially indie game developers, if they start making a lot of games with Altura, you know, like loot boxes and items and stuff like that in their games, it's going to catch on, definitely. And then phase 5, further adoption and expansion. Major gaming companies utilize our SDK and APIs, like I was just talking. Have major gaming companies roll out NFTs on Altura. You know, imagine Call of Duty with loot boxes and guns that, you know, have stats, pretty much Call of Duty NFTs. It would be insane. You can only imagine something like, you know, Counter-Strike, a marketplace like that with knives, skins and stuff like that. It's gonna be big, man. It's definitely gonna be big. Once the public catches eye to it, in my opinion, it'll blow up, no doubt. And then further marketing expansion. Here we can take a look at the tokenomics, names, Altura, ALU is the symbol. It's a BEP20 token. It's on the Binance Smart Chain and it has 1 billion token supply, which is not very much. And it's for market transactions and governance. Here you can see a pie chart of how everything splits up, and they're partners with Oxbow, and you can reach out to them if you want. So that is the website. That's Altura. If you guys want to check out the white paper, you can do that. I'm not going to go over the whole thing today because it's probably a lot of what we just looked at. If you guys want more videos or want more of an in-depth look or how to buy the coin itself, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I definitely think this one is one to definitely keep an eye on this one. Insane potential here, and that's why I wanted to rush out the video, another one today. So that way I could get this information out to you guys. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. Make sure you subscribe so you can stick around and see all my other future content. I can't tell you guys enough how much I appreciate the support. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.